Kids, did I ever tell you that in a previous life I was a chef? In 2012 I got my qualifications and was ready to tackle the world. I was a chef, baby, with a gorgeous head of hair and a pocket full of ambition. I thought I was going to do it forever. At the time this photo was taken, I reckon I could have named almost every restaurant on the San Pellegrino top 100 list. It was about this time as well that something else had captured my curiosity, but more on that later. I think I was drawn to it because I liked the way Bourdain depicted chef life. I just wanted that little bit of adventure and mystery to life. And I had a belief then that still holds true for me now, and that's food and cooking can lead to some of the best experiences that you'll ever have in your life. This is a bit of a change of pace from all the videos I've been posting recently. This is more in line with my commercial work. And this restaurant group is actually one of my commercial clients. These guys are the Tony Kelly Restaurant Group. They've got about 10 million restaurants under their belt. And today we're photographing Market Bistro, a well-designed Australian bistro which smells amazing and looks even cooler once the day's a bit long in the shadow. In the evening it has this beautiful sort of orange ambient light which will pair nicely with the rolls of Cinestill 800T that I have. I'm not just eyeballing the metering, I have a DSLR there with me as my light meter. Pour like sauce into that flask. Sweet. Do you reckon you can do it like right there, exactly where it is? Can you do it from the other side? Like that's fine. Yeah, that's alright. You do it how you normally do it and I'll come over this side. How about that? Fast forward about 2 years post-qualification and I find myself moving to London. Arriving with barely any money to my name, I had to get a job as soon as possible. But it was in this city where my origin story starts. This is my genesis story. This is the city that triggered it all for me. This shot was actually where I got my first humbling experience on the TLR. Obviously the top lens is for focusing and the bottom lens is for partying, and I didn't take that into consideration when I shot this shot, so it's a little bit awkward. And when I say awkward, what I really mean to say is bad. Idiot. Luckily for me that film's super cheap to buy and develop nowadays, so I got plenty of frames to waste. Nice. Oh, man. Now, I'm not here to give you my entire life story, so let me get to the juicy bits. This is the genesis story on ×2 speed. This goes for just shy of 60 seconds. While working as a chef, I always thought to myself, wow, I cannot do this stuff forever. And then I thought to myself, you know, it'd be a better career taking photos. That'd be a wonderful career. So how do I turn this thought into an actual reality? I was looking at the bodywork I'd created thus far and I thought, wow, this is a lot of nature. What I need is a real portfolio, something with lots of people, lots of real people. And being in a massive city like London, there was no shortage of real people. And whenever I start a project, I'm always looking for what's going to be the easiest, what's going to be the easiest one to start, something I can just get the ball rolling. And one day I happened to be talking to our barman upstairs and he happened to be a portrait painter. And I said, hey, that's really cool. You mind if I take your photo? And he said, yeah, of course you can take my photo. That's totally fine. And get this, at the time that The Hobbit came out, he was actually dating Sir Ian McKellen and he got to paint portraits of all the hobbits on set. And because of this wonderful little coinkydink, I actually got to meet Sir Ian McKellen. That's right, I got to meet Gandalf. From that project, I went on to photograph motorbike builders, wood carvers, and World War II veterans. And I tell you what, it was an amazing experience. Now back to your usual programming. This is a lovely moment. Where are you from originally?
Really?
Flexing my small talk muscle.
You don't have much of an accent.
With the sun dimming, those magic colours of the Cinestill 800T are really going to start popping soon. One thing I did wish though is I just wish I slowed down or even waited for complete darkness before I started taking photos. I feel like there was just a few wasted frames. I like the frames at the start, but ones like this, I've just wasted its potential. And for some bizarre reason, I only got 11 frames out of this roll. There wasn't even a messed up one at the end. Only 11. Weird. What's funny is I'm talking to the head chef George there about how I'm all out of frames and I'm surprised I only got 11. And he's like, oh, wow. I got to remember that people just don't really care about this kind of stuff. Not everyone's a camera nerd. If you've watched any of my older videos, you'll know that I'm no stranger to saying the words, I need to slow down a little bit. One day, I will start listening to myself and slow down. And bring a tripod so I don't get blurry shots. And now, right before us is that beautiful orange sort of glow candlelight-esque colour I was talking about before. This is where I'm going to be able to use the film the way it's intended. Or at least the way I'm intending to use it. Now look, I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot a toot. This is looking pretty good.
Can you hold up your knife like this? Oh yeah, that's sick.
I've shown the chefs these photos and they're kind of confused as to why they look so clean, because those heat lamps behind the knife actually throw like this really bright orange light. And obviously because of the Cinestill, it's kind of cancelling that out and just making it neutral.
That is a ripper flame right there. Feels a bit too good to pass up. Nice. I feel like I missed that one then. There's my second roll. That's me done.
Hang on, whoa. That was only 9 shots. Well, here are another 2, and for whatever reason I wasn't filming, but yeah, probably didn't miss out on much. This one's pretty cool, but look, it's not too much different to the other one I got with Angelo pouring olive oil on the duck, so not a big miss. I obviously give myself a really hard time when it comes to my own photography, but you gotta, don't you? If you care about your craft, you really got to be critical and push yourself a little bit further, because no one else will. I think there's a couple of really cool images in here, some that'll end up in the folio, and some where I'll just burn the negatives. This is definitely another one of those scenarios where this industry has created another unique experience for me. I loved the fact that I got to walk around this beautiful restaurant with my clunky old camera and my cool old film and just take some photos. At the heart of it, that's all it is. Combine that with this soft, tender piano track, and you've got yourself a winner, baby. I'm Corey, and that is my TED Talk. Oh yeah, this is next week's episode. That out there, you probably can't see it very well with the GoPro, but that is just magic.